Hello, everybody. Just a little bit of a precursor, I guess, if you want to call it that. If you are read up with anything about Yena's latest MV for Hate Rodrigo, you know that Yue kind of ran into some copyright infringement stuff with the MV. And that MV, I think, got pulled down the second day it was out. And now it's up again. It's been reworked. But essentially, because the original MV got pulled down for copyright reasons, kind of like how Yoon's Cherry Coke was back in the day, I've pulled mine down because, well, my original had the copyrighted content within it, and I didn't want to risk copyright strike, what have you. It wouldn't have been a content ID thing. It would have been a full-on strike that I would have been risking. So I didn't want to take a chance on it. I've pulled that down. What you're going to see now is essentially the same video from 3 days ago that I made, except whatever's shown on that big screen over there later is going to be the new MV instead of the old one. So it's going to be nothing new. If you've already seen the video before, you already know what's coming. If you haven't, then welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the rambling. Yeah, that's about it. That's the admin stuff out of the way. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it, and I will see you whenever I see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy rainy Tuesday from here in the north of the UK. We've got new music to check out, so let's jump right into it. The full release of Miss Yena's latest release is here. She debuted with Smiley. She had a comeback with Smartphone. She switched it up a little bit with Love War, and now we have the latest title track titled Hate Rodrigo. And once again, we have a feature artist on the song, this time none other than one of her industry friends, Miss Yuqi of I-dle. And because it's technically a 3-track single, and we checked out Wicked Love that dropped as a pre-release before the weekend, I think, if I remember correctly, we're just going to tack on the other B-side Bad Hobby along with this video as well. So, timeline below is going to be chapter based off whatever we're doing. And let's just jump right into the MV. Here we go. Now, I have no idea what the actual meaning of this title is, but boy did it stir up a couple of hornets' nests when the title of the title track got announced. But ultimately for me, it's all about the music. If I like the music, I'm gonna listen to it. It's pretty simple. So, enough stalling. Let's jump. Actually, let's jump right into it. Zoop. Okay, so we're going back to the energetic. I'm not mad at it. It's got a chugging guitar beat already. Big breakdown for the pre-chorus. She's back. Hello, Miss Yuqi. In terms of like pairing the feature artist with the sound signature, spot on. Actually spot on. That breakdown on the pre-chorus is so cool. There's this attitude to it that I can't really describe. Oh, and really slow it down for the bridge. Huge change. Oh, and a proper outro. Let's Rodrigo. It's still going. Oh, she's so back. She's so back. Oh, honestly, this guitar beat is so nice. It's got such a nice driving force behind it. Okay, let us talk. She's back. She's so back. Oh my goodness. Look. Her last era with Love War featuring B.O. was a massive style switch, considering like the two titles at least that followed before it were Smiley and Smartphone. These were two very energetic, very bright songs, with a little bit of the rock aesthetic to it in certain places here and there. Love War was the really smooth switch up that no one really expected Yena would do. And I think because of it, it caught a lot of people off guard. And listening to the Wicked Love when it dropped as a pre-release, it got me thinking, are we gonna go down this path again of this kind of slower beat, this kind of more matured beat? This kind of punk rock pop, just this is her sound at this point now. As much as I quite actually enjoyed Love War, this is Yena's sound signature at this point, and I'm so glad that she's embracing the sound again. And energetically, oh yeah, it is absolutely what I wanted from a Yena title track. But let's actually talk about the rambling parts of it. This pre-chorus is just so interesting to me. The way it slows down is, considering this guitar beat in the verse, got this nice drive to it, and then kind of add in the little like sassy talk singing part as well. It's like all of a sudden you take the guitar away and the energy of the song is gone, and her kind of almost voice in her delivery is like, I can't be bothered anymore. And then you hear the guitar come back in, drum fill. Peep the Queen Card choreo one time. But it's just, oh, I remember when Yena debuts with Smiley and just thinking, oh my goodness, her infectious energy is back. Because I always, like, even during her Eyes One days and like even during Produce 48, her energy was unmatchable. And she really embraced that in her solo music. And it's like, I like the mature kind of slower sound that she did last era, but this is what I associate with Yena. Like you've got like the really flowy vocals with Yuri, you've got the really cool almost dance type music from Umbi, and then you've got just the sheer overwhelming energy of Yena, and I love it. Oh, I could not have asked for more. And then bring in Oogie one time. Her just naturally lower timbre works so well with Yena's higher voice. And then if you've ever listened to pretty much tomboy to present in terms of I-dle era, you know just how much I-dle fits this kind of rock type aesthetic in their sound. Like throughout their like title tracks and their B-sides over the past 3 eras, with Tomboy era, with Queen Card era, with Nude era, I-dle really fit that rock, like punk rock pop sound really well. And then pairing Oogie with Yena's voice, it's the contrast thing, right? Humans love contrast. You have the high vocals of Yena, you have the low vocals of Oogie. Pair them together on a sound that they both really excel at. Perfection. It is, honestly, she couldn't have pulled a better feature artist for a sound like this. Oh yeah. Okay. That takes us to the B-side. Give me 2 seconds while I pull that up. Oh boy, okay, Bad Hobby. Man, I wish this was a proper mini. This is 2 singles in a row now. But hey, at least she's a Yuho artist that's getting releases, right? Okay. But, Bad Hobby. Now I genuinely don't know what direction this is gonna go. Are we gonna go towards Wicked Love? Are we gonna go towards Hey Rodrigo? Is this going to be a repeat of Smartphone era? Because this is technically song number 1 in the album. Is this going to be a repeat and be a ballad? Oh, let's find out. I guess it's supposed to act as kind of like an intro because it's only 2 minutes long. Whoa! Heavy on the audio filtering on her voice. I quite like the heavy production into this. I want to talk about a parallel that I'm feeling from this to another soloist that I really like. I'll talk about it in a minute, but I do like this kind of balance of like the mysterious kind of like unknown with the playful like bounciness to it, with the kind of dark sinisterness those 3 put together I quite like. I'm assuming that's the end, okay. Yeah, what an... It does kind of listen like an intro track. There's no bridge, there's no final chorus, it's just first pre-chorus, chorus, repeat once, and that's it. Interesting. I do like I'm not the biggest fan of when a producer or a production team like almost overproduces on a song, but with the way kind of the aesthetic of the album and the kind of the sound signature of this era, I don't mind it all that much. There's a certain charm to it, especially with Yena's voice. Her higher tone, I think, allows for a lot more range in terms of what you do in the production side of it. It's like with this one, with Bad Hobby, her voice obviously sounds like a lot more produced. It sounds a lot more synthetic. There's almost like a roboticness to it, with kind of like the very faint buzz that's been added to her tone. But I think with her voice, that filter doesn't really do like mask her actual vocal color, and that's my concern about produce overproducing the vocal part, is that it takes away from the original artist's voice too much. But with Yena, you can still sense that it's, her voice behind it, which I quite like. But two, it's I don't know if it's the pacing of the song or just kind of the feeling it has, but it reminds me a lot of Yuju's Bad Blood intro off of her debut EP. Something about it just gives me like reminiscent of that, and I don't know why, because they're very stylistically different songs. But for me, it just when I'm listening to it, I can just kind of see parallels between the two that I can't describe with words because my brain just doesn't really know how to comprehend it properly, I guess. But, huh. I do kind of like that it's very much like the stylistic middle when it comes to the three songs on the album, even though this might come first. But as an intro track, I think it does set up the title track pretty well. Like, it kind of gets you in the mood of this kind of attitude laced Yena once again, but without revealing the fact that it's going to be a full energy, like pop punk song that we're going to get for the title. So, tis a good day indeed. Tis a good day indeed. I have no qualms about this era whatsoever, except for the fact that I want more songs. That's really the only qualm I have. About the music itself, oh, not a single comment. I just want more music. I just want more Eyes One related music, like uh where's my Kino albums? Like I might miss the 12 as an ensemble, but the more music I can get from the Eyes One members in any capacity, I'm gonna take as a dub. We've got Yena. We had Yuri on a little Starship collaboration single with Bin for Lipton a little while ago. She's apparently rumored to be on Squid Game 2, which is out of nowhere. Of course, Umbi was, and I think still is, doing water bomb stages, and oh my lord. Keep it a buck. Oh my goodness. And then we have what? I-dle Seraphim. Oh my goodness, there. Nako graduated already. Hichan is still doing AKB. Cheon supposedly has like a tourism show with Rosalind from Dance Group Want, which will be kind of cute. Of course, she was on Queendom Puzzle, but left after the first round. Um, who else am I missing? Minju. Minju and Haewon are kind of up in the air right now, right? But I just missed the Eyes One girlies. That's ultimately what I'm trying to say. And now we get Yena back. Those promotions. Great time indeed. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be, checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life for whatever reason it may be, Even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.